Probably the biggest challenge as a club has been the off-season construction of Willsmere as a pavilion. That led to a few issues in terms of we haven't really and don't really have any change rooms or any storage, no social room for video review and things like that, no kitchen for our usual Thursday night dinners, and also a piping issue where over the summer the irrigation system got destroyed by the construction, so we came back and the pitch was in incredibly poor nick. So I think it's a credit to both players and coaching staff that no matter what obstacle gets thrown in front of them, whether it was last year with the state of the pitch or this year with the state of the facility as a whole, that there's an underlying perseverance and dedication.
Yeah, look, it was certainly a challenging few weeks. Actually, we one or two of the practice games we actually used an outfield player interviewing goals. So, look, that happens, and that's just the reality of, the shortage that's not only for our club but for football in general in Victoria. So, I've got I speak with a lot of other people and coaches, and specifically goalkeeping coaches, and they tell me the same thing.
It's all right, but it's that muscle memory using the B to get up. Like the diving was fine, it was just the getting up. My thing is, it's the size of the hip. That's what was hurting me there. Yeah. Every time after training, I'm like...
It's unfortunate that we've had a sort of a mass injury crisis with goalkeepers. TK in the Australia Cup, unfortunately, doing his MCL, which has him out for sort of at least a month, which
6 weeks.
6 weeks, which will border into the season. Dimmy also with an MCL injury, so he's surgery out well, and surgery as well.
Yeah. Oh, I've done you dirty there, sorry mate. Do one more?
Nah, Josh.
So I recently had a kid, probably in July last year. Well, not me, my wife, but yeah, we had a kid. And it was, over the summer break. It was coming through a good pre-season from November to December. I went to all the trainings and everything. Thought everything was good, getting ready, and over the break, literally was on the floor with the little one, just got up, I think a bit awkwardly, and the knee just went twang. So it was from a previous injury, so in 2019 I did my knee, my meniscus, they repaired it. That repair failed 5 years later from something as simple as, getting up off the floor. Would have rather been playing soccer, someone, come 2 foot, collect the knee, and at least I got a bit of a better story that way. But yeah, it's all fixed now. It's all good to go, ready for the season. Got the surgery just in time, and yeah, it feels brand new at the moment.
Look, we're very fortunate to have landed the young man in Callum. He's certainly got a great head on his hip, a great head on his shoulders. He makes us really safe at the back. So yeah, we're really glad that he's on board, and I think from that little competition suited breeds as well. So you've got, TK back now, rearing to go.
So good to be done. So good. Be a bit nice if I was back for a little bit more pre-season, but hey.
Shit happens, bro. Shit happens.
And obviously Din, who's just been a custodian for the reserves for a few years, but I also gave him a run in the seniors last year. I think it's good to have healthy competition, and we certainly have that.
People think goalkeepers are nuts. I think, there's some element to it. You got to have a bit of courage to be able to, run at someone's feet, where they've got the ball at their feet, and jump at them and dive at them. Also, throw your body into the air, try and make a save, and sort of, get yourself in sort of awkward positions and be prepared to land in them and, potentially hurt yourself. So I've had a lot of busted fingers in the past. Some of them, if you actually look at them, a bit bent. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but yeah, that's probably the main one, is the fingers, because obviously you're doing a lot of catching. I've been also concussed once or twice, because I'm sometimes run at the ball head first and get collected there. Usually a few knocks as well, a lot of corkies in the thigh area, especially going up for corners. or high ball and someone just comes and collects you. So it's full sort of mixed bag, but they're probably the main ones. And to answer the second one, is it the heartbeat? I'd like to say yes. A lot of people will probably disagree, but I feel like it all starts from the back. You got the ability to dictate the play, dictate the positions, dictate where the ball goes, and also at the same time you're one with your defence. You got to be able to communicate with them, and communicate things up the pitch if you see something. So you tell your defender to tell the midfielder, tell the striker, whatever it might be, to then sort of get things going properly.
So they'll be doing just some positional play. You guys get into the goals, right? Because we're going to need you after when we get back the other group into here, and they'll be attacking them, and we're going to end up in a match simulation. So I need one there, one there.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Small side or?
Well, half, maybe a half.
Yeah, done.
Or maybe less than that, depending on.
Like cage game?
Depending.
Sweet.
I don't want to do that last time. That worked. Remember that drill that we did? We had goals here and goal here.
That was good.
Yeah, but when there's two keepers, it's good.
Yeah.
Fuck. Just shit. So you copped it in the head a few times. It's shit because you're just copping it left, right, and centre. Fuck like.
The ones you do say.
First lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simple, been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I may never come down, cause the coast racking at the flame out. So high, come down, so what? This is my lifestyle.
I think Bombok was a great place to play away, especially at this time. I thought we were, without any hubris, I think we were quietly confident that we could get the job done.
Been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I may never come down, cause the coast racking at the flame out. So high, come down, so what? This is my lifestyle.
We had some cramping coming into the game, late in the game, so I see that as, I think the boys worked really hard. We played on a synthetic pitch. The heat was a factor as well. It was well over nearly 30 degrees. All in all, it was a good showing. We've got high standards this year, so we've got certainly a lot of room for improvement. But I think it goes back to having that faith in the players and knowing the players where they're at physically, mentally. I think we were definitely ready and switched on.
The fullback's on every time. If I give him that pass, the striker's coming close, and then our fullbacks get close. So either he hits the first time from goal kick to the fullbacks, or we play it through us.
Okay, excellent. We've seen it. That's what we have to do. We have to adapt. Yeah, excellent stuff. But hey, minimise that confusion. Make a call. We go as a unit. Yeah.
It's been a lot more organised this year, obviously, because Jack running on its own last year. There was warm ups we'd do on our own, and then get into the drills. And Jack was. We had 20, 21, 22 players in August, which is unheard of at that time of year in state league teams for seniors. And now this year it's good. We go from Fernando from a warm-up to Jack and Sandro in the drills. And, when you got all the coaches around you, it's more discipline. Everyone's got something to do. Everyone's got a role. So It's been a lot more smoother process.
I think it's a positive as well, having multiple eyes on the session. For example, if you're doing something which is more, attacking focused, and as a defender we'd set up it defensively, but the focus is on the attacker. So you'd have you have Jack and Sandro focusing there, and then you have Fernando come over and say, hey, set up like this. So at least we don't feel left out in certain sort of drills, which I think is a great positive of having three coaches. There's a lot of attention on everything, which is good.
I blame Julian for that.
We're fortunate enough to have quite a few players that are leadership material. Look, I did choose James Ciccone, Jigs. He really personifies not only good form on the training pitch, good character, which is really important. And I think, he does bring the players together. He brings the team together. He's got his own way of sort of either, having a clip at someone. And so, yeah, it was natural for me. I mean, you can see that he's a leader from just watching a game. The hard bit was choosing a vice captain. We had Cam was our captain last year, and he did a fantastic job. And I've included him in the leadership group. I like to reward players for their effort and what they bring to training. And one of those that's been exemplary since the first session at Hislop has been Jesse Ward. So Wardy doesn't say much, comes in, does the work, always puts in. There's nothing too hard for him or anything like that. So yeah, he was a shoo-in for the vice captaincy, and I think they can work really well together with James. So yeah, so far so good. And the rest of the leadership group, James Norman, Darcy, David Kazubo,
Jayden, Sciarrone.
And one other new member to the leadership group I sort of pushed for, and I had discussions with the coaching staff and the president and whatnot, but I've chosen Dids, Luca, to jump up and sort of be part of that leadership group, and I'm hoping that really elevates his game because he's a really important player for our club, and I just hope that will assist him in sort of realising, hey, I've got more responsibilities, and yeah, I'm hoping that'll work well. Make no mistake, these guys are coming out firing, yeah? First game of the ramp, first game of the season, and they're top 4. So, no doubt in my mind they'll be coming back to rep the Fondant. As long as we know about it and we're prepared, that's what's happening, don't discount these guys as a walk in the park. That's all. Just get that, make sure that's in your minds. From there, we just want to up the ante now. We had a good showing last week. It's really important that you get ahead of them and we make that count. Either you get in the box, you cross, you shoot, just continue your run. Let them take the ball off you or tackle you or anything like that. Come on, Isaac! Come on, Isaac! Get up! Jayden, Jax, come on, push up, look! Isaac, if it goes wide, keep going. Now you go. Now you go. Julian, the back. Julian, the back. Again. Good, Isaac. Good. Again. Putting ourselves under pressure for no reason. Get off, and he goes there. Now we're going to corner. Did! Run it yourself! Stop so I can see from here. So listen up. What we're doing, we're changing it up. We're going to have Dean come through and he'll sit in the middle with Degs. Caden and Manasa go out wide. Because every time they get it, and sometimes Isaac was in two minds, do I go there, boys, telling him, you push in, and you won't mind me anyway. So you either go and mark someone, and then tell him to go away, because you can't be sitting there marking nobody, and then he's got through. So either way, wherever he goes, he's Does that make sense?
Yeah, we sorted it out too late.
Well, yeah, but that's it. So if you commit to someone, you commit to it. Let's make sure we start the second half really tight and really compact. We'll get them every time. We'll get them every time on the run.
Pull away! Pull away! Fuck! Bob, Jay! Quick about! Punish it! Come on, Ken! Come on, boys, hey! Keep going! Let's go, come on, Luke!
Yeah, it was a good feeling. I was more just happy just to get us the win, I guess. You know, it's always good scoring a last minute winner and tough game, tough conditions, but it just reminds me of, for example, last year in our early rounds we had points that we dropped that came back to bite us in the arse end of the season. So it's good to get the points early this year, even if sometimes maybe didn't deserve it. You know, come away, and that's the main thing, I guess. So goal was good, but win was obviously better. So
Yeah, it was some hit. Only if you can do that.
only if you can cross the ball and score.